A-doo-doo-doo-da-da. A-doo-doo-doo-da-da-da. Yeah, yeah. Well, this past weekend, I got a call from a friend with a very unique cat problem asking me for help. Her 10-year-old blind cat, although still faithful to the box, stands up on her hind legs and overshoots the side of the litter box. Now, I've heard of cats doing handstands to pee. Yeah, that's usually a part of marking behavior. That's backing up to important landmarks with tail quivering a little bit like this, and then marking with scented urine. Now, both the boys and the girls do this, but it's the intact male kitties that do it the most often. With the really big boy cats, may have trouble fitting their creativity in small litter boxes. These cats' nether regions hang over the side, or their aim goes outside the appropriate limits. So in those cases, providing a much bigger box can help so that Gonzo Cat doesn't have to step in his own creativity to pose appropriately. Other cats, even small ones, for whatever reason, they just prefer to stand up while they are eliminating. Now, no, I don't mean spraying. These cats just don't want to squat. Maybe they feel compromised in that position. Maybe they fear other cats in the house could come and ambush them while they're in this pose, or maybe they just start in a squat and then they stand up as they finish. Maybe the cats just prefer to pee standing up, and a lot of them, they do it their whole life long. But my friend's cat was a little different. She had just started doing this the past few months, and before that, this little kitty always squatted to urinate in the box. But now she's giving a standing ovation for her creativity, and the walls, the furniture, the carpet all around the box are suffering the consequences. So before I even had to ask her, my friend said yes, she called her vet. Yay! That's always the first best choice, especially when the behavior has recently changed. Well, the veterinarian advised her to seek behavior help, said it was all behavior, it was not a physical problem. Okay, I am not a veterinarian. I do not play one on TV or here on YouTube, but I have often heard of older cats that stop squatting to eliminate because of arthritis. Now, this kitty is 10 years old, so I would strongly suspect that since almost all cats develop arthritis as they age, that may be part of the issue here. Now, unlike dogs with arthritis, where generally it's isolated in a joint and you'll see King limping or having trouble getting up, on when he's been sleeping for a long time, he gets stiff joints like I do. But with cats, the arthritis, from what the experts say, it tends to behave more in a systemic way. It's a whole body ache. So, as you know, pain medications are really tricky in cats. You should never, ever, ever give any kind of pain medicine to your cat that your veterinarian has not prescribed, okay? But as your kitty gets older, it's probably not a bad idea to look into some supplements. My old lady cat, she lived to be 21. She made it almost to 22. She seemed to be helped by a glucosamine supplement called Cosequin for cats. This is one of the few that's actually been studied and has good reputation among veterinarians, and it can come as a granule that you can sprinkle it over your cat's food. So if you have an older cat that you think your veterinarian has said has some arthritis issues, this might be something to ask your vet about. The Cosequin is over the counter. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at a lot of different places. You can get it from the veterinarian. So that's something to check with a veterinarian about. If you have a cat that is no longer squatting in the litter box, whether they're, over peeing or not, that may be something to check with. Now, since this cat is also blind, standing up may also give her a better ability to detect when the other cats in the household approach while she's using the facilities. So that may also be part of the behavior change that my friend is seeing. In this instance, even though I'm not usually a fan of covered litter boxes, they hold an odor, they make cats feel trapped, some cats refuse to use them. But in this case, that might be an option if you have a kitty cat like my friend who's overshooting the litter box. A covered box or even a partially covered box, especially those with extra high sides, can offer some options. There are a number of the high-sided litter boxes now on the market, so I'll let you do your own research there. But you know what I use for my cat? And he's a big guy. He doesn't overshoot the litter box, but I use this for him anyway. I use an extra large Sterilite storage bin. These are great because they're translucent, so kitty cats can see the enemy coming. They aren't going to get ambushed. They're much bigger than most commercial boxes, so that gives them maneuvering room, so they don't have to, scrunch up and feel like they're intimidated and in that way, overshoot the box. You may still have an occasional whoopsie, so it's a good idea. You can still manage the problem. Shield the areas around the litter box, on the floor, on the wall, with, puppy pee pads are excellent, or even human-sized large diapers work really well because they collect that urine, they collect the mess and keep it off of your furniture and your walls and all of that. You could use pieces of cardboard. This is what my friend has been doing in the interim. She's using pieces of cardboard to shield the areas around, but then she has to change the cardboard because it gets soaked and that's a mess. So use the cardboard, but then attach puppy pee pads to that, and that's much more easy to manage. So if your cat misses the mark and is getting creative outside of the litter box, I hope you'll post a comment below in the comments section. Tell us, how are you managing that? What are some tricks and tips that you have? And don't forget, subscribe. Bye-bye. I do